Okay, so this Friday evening, we've got something very exciting for you, the viewer. You'd wonder where she's been. I've been wondering where she's been, but clearly something has been cooking behind the scenes, and she's been cooking this with two young, bright sparks. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, you would remember she was called Thandeka. PJ Powers is in the building, everyone. We're very excited to have her here in studio. And of course, a key to this is a song which is called I Got Faith, speaking directly to South Africa. Very inspiring song. And guess what? For the first time, you'll be performing it here on The Full View.
Very first time.
Such a privilege to have you all. Of course, she's joined by young musicians. It's very talented as well, Skiv and Cash. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on The Full View this evening. Very excited to have you guys. Sis Thandeka, where have you been?
Oh, I've been around and doing all sorts of stuff and doing lots of social activism stuff.
Yes.
And I was very excited when I met these two. This is Skiv Easy Mativile,
yes.
And on my right here I've got Cash. Oh, Sizwekane. And these are two incredible musicians. I always like to stretch myself, and I think that working with younger musicians has really, really stretched me. Cash is a brilliant writer. Skiv is a brilliant writer. He's a brilliant producer. And it's just been a wonderful, wonderful ride. And also to have young people speak about South Africa in a positive vein, and not talk about we all
Let's talk about this project that's inspiring so much hope. I was looking at the lyrics a bit earlier on, and there's so much positivity in it. And yes, we're surrounded by a lot of negativity, but what brought about this collaboration between someone from a total different genre that you came from, and we're looking at rappers here, and I never thought that you would collaborate with rappers in future, but I guess if you also want to communicate with everyone, you have to sort of bring everyone into the fold.
And a singer.
Yes,
and he's a singer, you see.
All right, talk to us a bit about that, Cash.
Well, the song came about from Skiv right here wrote the song, and then he felt that, you know what, I've got a connection with PJ. Let's come through and work together because she can bring a positive message to the song. And then I was brought in, saying, hey, Cash, here's a song here. What do you think about it? I came in, I did my thing, and it became amazing. And we felt that, you know what, the message is so positive. We need to share it. This needs to be a movement. I've got faith. We all need to have faith in where we're going, in whatever you do, where we are. It's a great message.
Skiv, obviously, I mean, working with someone like a PJ Powers on its own is iconic. You know, she's been in the industry forever.
Yes.
And, half the things that you have spread is all about positivity and, South Africa. So talk to us a bit about these lyrics and what inspired that. And, of course, the collaboration and working together with PJ Powers.
Well, on the way here, we're in the car talking about all the politics and, like everybody else, we can't figure out who to vote for. And I think this song is really just about empowering the people. Each one teach one and each one do for themselves. So that's where, it's about reaching in and finding your inner power and putting it out into the world, because that's what we're called to do. We're called to spread the light.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't put it better myself. And as Cash was saying, we would like this to become more than a song. We've got the elections coming up. We've got Youth Month coming up. And I just think that a movement called I've Got Faith, because if we lose hope, we're going to lose everything. There's nothing left. And I really would urge people, they can go from Monday, they can go, the song is on all the platforms. They can go onto all of our Twitter platforms. I'm PJ Powers /Thandeka. And you know what I would love? I would love it if anyone out there felt the need to or would like to write to me about the faith that they have in the country. I'm not reading any negative stuff. It's going to be it's going to be kicked off.
Yeah.
Because we've got enough of that around us. And I really would like a take from the people to say, what is your version of having faith in our country?
Yeah. Do you hope, Skiv and Cash, that perhaps through this musical piece, you are able to inspire younger people? Because you might find that young people today are very despondent in the spaces that they occupy. A lot is happening. You were listening, talking about politics on your way coming here, and a lot of that stuff can actually depress you.
Yes.
So, you know, how are you hoping that this music will be able to say, hey, young person, there is still hope?
I'm definitely hoping for change because I believe, as a musician myself, music should inspire generally. And so with a song like this, with this kind of message, especially in this kind of situation and times that we're in, it should really help the person who feels despondent or disconnected. Just to have faith, not to have to go to church or to have to believe in something, but just reach in yourself and have faith within yourself to reach the next day, to reach further and chase on your dreams.
And you, Skiv?
Yeah.
And I think it's about power to the people.
Yes.
Power to the people is a concept that we don't know how to grab hold of anymore because we all seem to think that our little bit doesn't count. But power to the people is about your contribution. You know, I speak to so many young people, and like I was saying, we don't know who to vote for, even us. We're trying to figure it out. We are trying to see who are the honest people and who are the people that are going to take our country to the next level. And now people that are not voting, they're not exercising they're not giving their contribution. And people that are that feel marginalized by unemployment, for instance, they are not feeling as though they're contributing to society, but we're here to tell you that you are contributing, and even the little things that you can do. This is just a little song, but it can go so far in inspiring the lives of people.
Skiv, I didn't want to mention this, but Aunt is also very famous. Is it? I didn't want to mention that. Okay. But of course, does it run in the family? Mam Tuli Matonsela?
She's does
it run in the family? I don't want to take away a lot of focus from the brilliant work you guys are doing, you know, but...
In fact, it was Tuli and Wenzi is how I got, that brought us all together.
Are you serious? Then let's bring it up then. Does it run in the family?
And Wenzi told me that PJ Powers is interested in doing a song with you, and I was like,
oh, wow.
Trying to piece it together because I just know her as this iconic legend. And I was, you know, but I'm always keen for a challenge, and you know, I was really actually more excited. I couldn't wait to get back. I was abroad at the time.
He was in Paris. He was swanning around Paris.
And I was like, I need to get back to South Africa and, you know, put the song together. So Mam Twili has always been an inspiration. I volunteer for a foundation, the Team Madonsela Foundation, which is about deepening and defending democracy. And I've learned so much just over the last year of attending the demologues that we have usually at Constitution Hill.
Okay.
And
Sister Ndeka, I think let's talk about, you know, collaborating with these two young people. Obviously, it's a different genre. Obviously, the lyrics and, you know, the style that they bring in. What are you hoping to inspire from different generations, of course, through this particular piece of music?
I think that when you hear the song, you will hear that the part that I sing is very much me. It is exactly what you would expect from me on any of my other tracks. And what Skiv does is very Skiv. It's exactly where he fits. And where Cash fits is exactly. So they're kind of three separate songs. So it's not as if I've suddenly gone from one genre to another. For me, it's very, very typically PJ, and it's typically Skiv, and it's typically Cash.
Wow. Sounds fantastic. So you will be performing for us a bit later, and for the very first time, it's not been heard.
We've never done this.
We've never done this before. So I Got Faith, guys, is coming up very shortly here on The Full View. You will never hear it anywhere else. First time here on this particular platform. That's going to happen very shortly. But let's take a short break, and that performance will be coming up very shortly. Put on your shoes. Fancy shoes.